Hi, I'm William Opioke. I'm the catering chef here at Augusta Health. Today we're going to be making some hummus. Hummus is a wonderful dish, a side dish, a sandwich spread that you can make. It is very open-ended in the possibilities. It's a mixture of beans, different vegetables, flavors. Really, you can make it whatever you want to make it. We're going to be using a food processor to mix everything in. For this hummus that I'm making, I'm using a white bean, a northern bean. You can use garbanzo beans, red beans as well, black bean hummus. The varieties of beans are endless in what you can do. So we're gonna pop this in our food processor. Now to this, I'm gonna add a couple cloves of garlic. The garlic, if you can get it pre-peeled at this grocery store, highly recommend that. It doesn't need to be anything complicated on the cut. We're just gonna chop it up to let the food processor make its job a lot easier. So that's a fine size right there. This right here is a shallot. I find that shallots have a much milder flavor than an onion. You might find these in your grocery store. They look a little purplish. They would be near the garlic. They are a little bit more sweet. They have a much better flavor than I think an onion does in this application. For this, again, we're only gonna use half of this shallot. It's fairly large. I'm not gonna do anything complicated with this. Again, like the garlic, I'm just gonna chop it roughly. The food processor is going to handle most of the work for me. We're going to pop that in there. Now to this hummus, I personally am going to add some roasted red peppers. You can find these at any grocery store canned. They're pretty readily available. We're just going to chop this up slightly. Pop that in there. Now to this, we're going to add a couple different flavors. This, I've chosen to add some Greek yogurt to it. That gives it a nice tang. And will also help it with the creaminess of the hummus. I'm also gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard. I personally like the spice of it, but you don't have to use mustard if you don't like. I'm also gonna add some dried oregano and cracked black pepper. For a hummus that you're making, I always advise to use dried herbs. Fresh herbs are very nice to top it with, but dried herbs are a lot better to blend in. Fresh herbs will tend to get bitter on you if they sit in with the hummus. Now that everything's in our food processor, just turn it on and blend until smooth. Okay, now that our hummus has been blended smooth, we can take it out and plate it. If you feel that it's too thin for your liking, you can add more beans. If you feel that it's too thick for your liking, you can add a little water to thin it out just a little bit, just to make it easier for the food processor. Now to this, I'm just going to top it with a little fresh lemon zest. And some fresh parsley. This is great for any vegetable dip that you want to have. Again, you can save it and use it on sandwiches. It makes a wonderful spread for really any occasion. For this and other heart healthy recipes, please visit us at AugustaHealth.com.